Yeah, today we're diving into something much more, I guess you could say, personal and relatable. We're talking about tapping into that creative energy and making the most of what you have.
A room in your house. One minute it's the guest room, all set for visitors. Next thing you know, it's overflow central.
We're taking a look at this person's journey, turning a spare room, into this amazing craft space.
And today we're diving deep into that whole idea how our spaces change with us through this really cool story, this transformation. And honestly, it's pretty inspiring.
Can't wait to hear it.
So picture this, empty nest, right? Big change. But then what happens? It turns into this amazing, full-blown craft room. And the stars of the show are Thomas and Linda, the folks behind One Groovy Planet, apparently.
Wow. Okay, so already creative from the get-go.
Happens.
Oh, so what makes this story so different? I mean, people turn spare rooms into craft rooms all the time. They just started small, a little crafting here, a splash of paint there, letting the space evolve naturally.
Letting the process, guide you.
Yeah.
Making it up as you go along, which is way less intimidating, I think, especially for people who don't necessarily consider themselves like super artsy.
Absolutely. And as they went along, they realized, hey, this pool table, it's not us anymore.
Pool table became this magnet for supplies.
Oh, the old pool table catch-all. I know that well.
Right, like that drawer that becomes a black hole for whatever. But imagine that, but it's a whole room. And it's filled with like creative energy instead of just junk.
Okay, now that's an image. So the pool table became
What?
the epicenter of the craft explosion.
Pretty much. Out with pool table, in with a giant conference table. And that's when things really snowballed, apparently.
I can see it now, yeah. One minute it's a table, the next it's like
Oh,
Hobby Lobby exploded.
totally. The
Yeah.
dedication's real.
Wow. It goes from a hobby to something else,
Right.
Wow.
It's like, what does that say about how they view their craft? This is serious business.
It's not just doodling in a spare room anymore. It's a passion.
And it just goes to show, when we find something that truly resonates with us, it has this incredible way of spilling over into all aspects of our lives. And it can be contagious, too.
Yeah. Especially as they're navigating this new phase of life. Empty nest to craft haven. It becomes a
Exactly.
magnet for the whole family, kids, grandkids, friends. Everyone's getting in on the action.
Which brings us back to that fundamental human need to connect,
Yeah.
right? And I think there's something really special about creating things with your hands, transforming raw materials into something tangible. And that joy, it just multiplies when you get to share it with others.
Right. It's about those shared experiences, those moments of connection that happen when you're elbow deep in glittering glue with your grandkids. And Linda gets it. She sums it up perfectly, saying it's highly recommended and adding, you won't be sorry. And isn't that the best endorsement? To just jump in and see where it takes you.
It really is, because at the end of the day, that's what this whole creative journey is about, isn't it?
Hmm.
It's about embracing the unknown, being open to new possibilities and those unexpected detours. Who knows what you might discover along the way, right?
Right. And the best part, it doesn't have to be this huge, overwhelming thing. You don't need a fancy studio or tons of expensive equipment. Start small. Maybe it's that junk drawer that's been bugging you, or finally trying that pottery class you've been thinking about. Just take that first step.
Yeah.
It's amazing what can blossom from a little attention and intention.
It makes you wonder, what seemingly insignificant space or hobby in your life could become something truly extraordinary with a little love? What hidden groovy potential are you sitting on?
Now that is a question. I know I'm feeling inspired, and I hope you are too. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into, well, the depths of our own creativity. Until next time, happy creating.
I'm Superman, and you're watching One Groovy Planet.
1, 2, 3, 4, get it!